Confidence, focus, discipline, fitness. Having run a school now for over 20 years, having trained for over 30, what I've learned, realized, is that those are the main reasons why people get involved in the martial arts. Now, we did a video a while ago on the 5 ways that the martial arts helps somebody build confidence. I thought today I'd talk about the ways that the martial arts helps build focus. Now, I think what's really important to understand is I think all the martial arts do it. I don't think it's going to matter if it's Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, Karate, Judo, whatever it is. I think what really matters is the school and the instructor. Do you get along with them? Do you enjoy being with them? Do you enjoy going there? Do you enjoy your training partners? And I think if you do that and you stick with the martial arts, you're going to get these benefits no matter what. But this is how I think you get those benefits, how I think you develop focus by training. And the very first way is there's a goal system. There's belts. Inherently, you are working towards something. You are trying to achieve something. And I think a really good school initially will set a small goal for you. They will say, hey, just work to this little bit. And then as you train, your goals get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think if you've got a school that does that and lays that out and sets you up for success early on, I think you're going to stay with it longer. And I think if you stay with it longer, you're going to learn how to focus on achieving a goal. The second way that I think the martial arts helps build focus is through kind of rituals, through a structure, through a predictability. You've got routines. And I think if you've got those things, it helps develop a pattern. And I think if you have a pattern, you are able to develop that focus better. You're able to stay on task better. And if you're able to stay on task better, inevitably, you are developing focus. The third way that I think a martial art helps somebody develop focus is that it focuses on personal growth and personal development versus team growth or team development. You are able to grow and develop at your own rate. Some people are going to grow and learn a skill much faster than others. They're going to be able to perform at a much higher level than others. And if you're on that team with that person and you're maybe a slower learner, it's just harder to do. But if you're able to focus on yourself and develop at your own rates and focus on what you need to work on in order to be successful versus what the team needs to work on to be successful, you are going to learn the skill of focus. You are going to learn to focus on what is important and what you need to work on. The fourth way that I think the martial arts helps people develop focus, and this was a biggie for me. Listen, I'm gonna say 3, 4, 5 years ago, my daughter was diagnosed with ADHD. While I'm sitting in the meeting with a teacher, I keep looking at my wife and I'm like, my wife's like, yeah, how did you not know? And I was like, I didn't know. I'm me, I'm wired the way I am. But what I realized was that as an adult, I learned how to cope with it. And how I cope with it is I have energy to burn. The martial arts gives you that opportunity. It gets you active, it gets you moving, it gets you fitter and healthier, and all of those things definitely help with your ability to burn energy and to focus on a single task. Plus, and I love this, the martial arts gives you immediate feedback if you lose focus. If you are sparring, doing an activity, hitting bags, doing a drill, and you make a mistake, there can be consequences. You could get hit, you could slip, fall, hurt yourself. You will immediately know whether you are able to focus and stay on task and perform the task correctly. And I think there is very little that does that as well as the martial arts, that gives that immediate feedback as well as the martial arts. The last way that I think the martial arts helps students build focus is that they require you to focus for a small amount of time. You need to focus for perhaps not even an entire class. If you can focus 10 minutes through a drill, and then 15 minutes, and then 20 minutes, and then 30 minutes, 40, 45, and if you're at a place where you train for an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is, you are not required to focus for that whole time from the very start. We have students come in here and we had 10 good minutes out of them today. That's a win. And over time, we expect to get 15 minutes, and then 20 minutes, and then 30 minutes. As you get higher up, I expect more and more in terms of your ability to focus for class. But initially, Our goal sometimes with some students is, can we get them to focus for 10 or 15 minutes? If we can do that, that is a win. And focus is like building muscle. And you've got to exercise that, and you have to work at it. And over time, eventually, you will be able to focus longer and longer. Listen, I think if you take all of those things into account, the goals, the structure, the shorter time limits or the shorter expectations in terms of focus, the ability or the opportunity to burn energy, and the fact that it's personally focused, personally growth focused, I think you take all those factors and you look at them, I think that is a real recipe for success in helping somebody develop focus. And so, like I said, I don't think it matters the martial art. I don't think it matters, like I said, it's jiu-jitsu, karate, taekwondo, kung fu, whatever it is. I think what matters is the school and the instructor. And if you've got somebody that you can work with at a place you can work with, that's a win, and you're going to see some real improvements. That's it. I look forward to seeing you on the mat roll soon.